So tonight we are using the Cypress TT-15 plugin from Black Rooster Audio. I searched this thing out. It is a simulation of an orange tiny terror. And the reason that I searched this out is since I moved the studio and I record late at night, I don't want to wake anyone up. And I use an orange tiny terror for my live rig, for what I do with the Lang Band. So the Lang Band recordings, we got an EP going to be coming out soon. On many of those songs, I use this plugin, and I think it did a very great job. It is set up like the amp, your high output, low output. Of course, here's for your cabinet. You can have that cabinet on or off, or put in a separate IR, gain, tone, and volume. Very simple, very basic. You're going to hear tonight how this thing sounds with the Gibson Firebird. And I will go through a few tones with it, play a few licks, and you can really get to hear. And if you want to, you can go back in about 3 videos ago. I did the Orange Tiny Terror. I did a very extensive demo on it. So if you want to watch that and come back and watch this, you can kind of hear and let me know in the comments what you think, if they're really close or if it's not as close as I think. To me, it sufficed really well in a free plugin to use for recording that emulates and simulates the amplifier I use live. Okay, everyone, tonight we are doing a demo of probably my favorite guitar that I own. It's a 1999 custom historic Gibson Firebird. The Firebird, to me, is an iconic instrument. You've seen it with the guys with the Rolling Stones. Clapton had a Firebird. Tom Petty had a Firebird. Johnny Winter, and on and on and on. Firebird. Thanks. So anyway, I wanted to bring this out. One of the first times I saw Firebird was back in the early 2000s. I wasn't like a huge fan of this band, but there was a band called the All American Rejects. At the beginning of a video, their guitarist was playing a Firebird. And I was like, that is a cool guitar. And I know that I'd seen it before because I'd been a fan of Eric Clapton and Cream and a lot of the old rock. And of course, Leonard Skinner. You know, I'd seen it before, but that's where I really was like, hey, that's still a fantastic guitar and still a rocking guitar. And it just fit me, the body shape. And I love the mini humbuckers. Most of you know that I've ever played one of these. It has its own tone all itself. And I think I've been told with some recordings that it can really get to that Strat style sound, but yet still maintain some beefy meatiness like a Les Paul has. A lot of people complain about the neck dive on the instrument, and of course I've got both of the tuning pegs on, and I have not noticed that. I've noticed that it's just a very comfortable guitar to play. And this is a Firebird 3, I believe, because the 5 and the 7 both have different inlays to them, and of course the 7 has 3 mini humbuckers instead of the 2. Now it did have the tremolo arm on it, but I pulled it off because I don't use it, and I just wrapped around the bridge. So we're just going to go through a little bit of this. We're just going to play a little. I'm going to play some warm stuff first with this neck pickup. So it has a really great characteristic warm. And I love the neck position, and I like the bridge position. The one thing about the bridge position that I found is if you're playing a Fender type of an amp that's very bright, it can get harsh, but there's ways around that. I play now through an orange Tiny Terror, and it gives me just the amount of warmth that I want and need. So let's go to that bridge. And of course, the middle position has a nice strummy position to it. Of course, it's perfect for that blues kind of stuff too. I mean, the Lang band were a blues band. Again, a fine instrument. I'm very blessed to have this instrument. I was able to buy it from a dear friend of mine, and he knows who he is. Hopefully he sees the video, and I want you to hop in the comments and tell me, what was your first encounter with a Gibson Firebird? Do you own one? Do you like one? Do you like them at all? Some people think that they're ugly, neck heavy, they don't like the tone. To me, it's my perfect guitar. I've been a Strat player and a Fender player for years, and then as a bassist for many years. I owned a Gibson Les Paul. Granted, it was a 1985 Studio, but I hated it. But this Gibson, this one here is a treasure to me. I think it's a fantastic instrument. Again, it's my favorite guitar. I use it live. I record with it. It's got your standard 2-volume, 2 tones. It is a thinner body, of course, neck through. It's just a great guitar. I would like you guys, again, to post that in the comments. If you like what you see, please subscribe and click the little bell icon, and you'll get further notifications of any videos that Providential Studios puts out. Look forward to more. Sorry it's been a long time. Just moved the studio, just moved things over. And I hope you guys have a great night.